Now let's dive deep into this big LGBTQ story for today. I'm Buddy Fry, and let's queer up entertainment. Broadway gets queer and glorious at the 78th Tonys. The 78th Tony Awards are almost here, and it's going to be fabulous. Airing on Sunday, June 8th on CBS and Paramount Plus, the ceremony is packed with queer brilliance, hosted by none other than 2024 Out100 Icon of the Year, Cynthia Erivo. The legendary Radio City Music Hall will once again roll out the red carpet for Broadway's biggest night. This year, LGBTQ talent and projects are stealing the spotlight. Leading the pack is Death Becomes Her with a dazzling 10 nominations. The Picture of Dorian Gray, Just in Time, and Floyd Collins each earned 6 nods. And let's not forget Oh Mary, which scooped up 5 nominations, and the long-awaited Broadway debut of Smash, landing 2 nominations. Surveys show that the Tonys are considered the most LGBTQ-dominated awards show in America. As queer audiences across the U.S. tune in, it's clear that the 2025 Tony Awards are more than just a show. They're going to be a queer celebration. Well, now, why is anyone shocked? I mean, how many...
No one's shocked.
I mean, how many queer people are in theater?
No one is shocked. This story is milquetoast.
Yeah, I mean, it's drama. It's creation. It's art. It's everything that we excel at.
Angel, you're a different generation than Buddy. Are you a fan of Broadway music? Broadway shows?
So don't take away my queer card.
Okay, that's a
Don't take away my queer card. I didn't know that Death Becomes Her. Like I had to read about the Tonys. I don't watch the Tonys.
Yeah, you're young.
I'm young, but like Death Becomes Her. I saw the movie.
Yeah.
Like
it's a strange one,
but it's a good movie. It's a good movie, and it has so it was nominated for 10 Tony Awards, right? Like I would definitely, right? So I'm not a big theater person, right? But for this Broadway show, I would watch it.
Well, we'll get you some training wheels.
We'll get me the queer card. Like,
no, you can keep it, but we'll get you.
It's very funny. There is a whole cadre of producers of Broadway that you've just shoved a knife in their heart.
Not intentional. I'm sure it's
and
not
here's
intentional.
the reason why. Broadway once upon a time, it still is, by the way, for LGBT, it is like oxygen. Broadway is oxygen for us, except the youngest in our community. And many people have theorized the reason is because we don't access Broadway in live. New York City is not a destination that young LGBT really travels to now because we have so many great destinations, and we're going to Wilton Manors and to South Beach and to Palm Springs and Los Angeles, etc. And so Broadway is different than once upon a time.
Well, and also to be fair, Broadway has gotten very expensive.
Yeah.
Even the least expensive shows are hundreds of dollars a ticket.
Yeah.
So, we have to be realistic too that Broadway might need to have to figure out a way to come down in price to be more accessible.
Yeah. I've seen 4 Broadway shows in the last month in the national tours that come in. I just saw Beetlejuice, which I did not like, and I saw MJ, I saw the MJ musical, which was absolutely incredible. Broadway is in our DNA, and one of the things that I think is great about the Tony Awards is this one specifically, how genius was it in the production, the producer's decision to make Cynthia Erivo as the host. She's sitting in the middle of the bookends of the Tonys in June, coming off of Wicked Part 1 with Wicked Part 2 coming, and she's right in the middle of it. Genius.
Also, she has a huge career on Broadway.
Yeah, that's right.
She's a Broadway child.
That's right.
She was born and raised on Broadway and got her chops on it.
That's right. If there is one thing that I have watched on YouTube more than anything else, it's performances from the Tony Awards. Go to YouTube and put in the Tonys, and literally you could spend 8 hours just watching.
But what's also important in the history of Broadway and the history of theater in general, the gay community, it was one of the safe places that we could be employed.
That's right.
and be ourselves
and embraced
and celebrated.
And the Broadway community when AIDS
Exactly.
became a firestorm in the late 80s
And they
and
still
90s.
are huge fundraisers.
Broadway cares, and the Broadway community protected the LGBT, especially gay men. We have gratitude from the LGBTQ community forever to the Broadway community of how much they have.
And we'll make it more
We'll just
attainable.
figure out how to get the
incorporate.
Well, but we've got to compete against all of Netflix and all that other stuff.
Wait, no, that's not what they're competing against. They're competing against Grindr.
Well,
Grinder bars,
Right.
hot guys.
that's a given.
Grindr, right.
That's a given.
All right, well, that is a big LGBT story for today. There's no other queer nonprofit media platform like this in the entire world. Support our LGBT stories by subscribing and sharing Queer News Tonight.